I'm kind of new to this trading. I would like to know how to study the reason sentiment behind price fluctuations. If you could explain Wayfair, it will be helpful. We can look at Wayfair, but let me use that as a segue into what I want to talk about with Ichimoku. Okay, and I wanted to use crypto because that's where most people ask me, about is crypto. A lot of people ask, hey, when's Bitcoin or when's Ethereum going to be bullish? Well, let's go back and take a look at the daily for Ichimoku on Bitcoin. So around October of last year, Bitcoin was making its move up, but it was still messing around in the cloud. Now, one way that you can use the cloud, if you're dollar cost averaging, for instance, and we talked about this in my Discord here this last week, is when price pulls back into the cloud and gets neutral and you have a bullish sentiment, it can be a very good level to dollar cost average in if you're not trying to be too exact. But when you're trying to gauge the actual sentiment of bullish or bearish, you want price to be, of course, above the cloud. That's the first component of Ichimoku. Then, as a confirmation, you want momentum to be above the cloud as well. And that's this line back here, purple on my chart, or sometimes called the lagging span, or in the indicator itself, Chikao. I think that's how it's pronounced. And so once it gets out, you can say it is bullish, like this. And so once that happened, price on Bitcoin never violated the cloud, stayed very, very strong. Almost came back to the cloud there, but no, it stayed going bullish. That daily cloud telling you where the trend was. Now here, price got below the cloud. But remember what I said, momentum was not outside the cloud yet. So you didn't have that extra confirmation. But here, when you have price and momentum coming out, well, that was the confirmation of the bearish trend. And that's where it has stayed. Now, if we look at it here, price today, and this bar is not closed, is starting to peek its head out of the cloud. But momentum is where? It's still back here. Let's look at Ethereum because this is one of the questions that I got. I drew this up in a trading view idea and explained it. So as long as it's in the cloud, as long as price is in the cloud, the sentiment on Ichimoku is neutral. So you need price to get out of the cloud to give you your first sign that it's bullish, but you need that extra confirmation with momentum, Chikao, or the lagging span to get out as well. And so how can that happen? Let's clear this up here. So if we get price to come out of the cloud to here, okay, come up to about 26,000. We also need time. Notice the cloud goes down and ends about August the 4th. So maybe into early August, we could get out of this cloud right here. But the lagging span really just follows price and it's set back 26 bars. It is still going to be neutral in the cloud. It's not going to get us out of the cloud. We're not going to be bullish officially, even if we get up to 26, 27, 2800. Not until we go further and further where this lagging span perhaps can get out. So it could take yet another all the way to September to get this out, unless you have a big move to get Chikao up. Now, I know I'm giving myself a big leeway here for what could happen, but if you had a big move tomorrow, as I'm sure most people hope, up to 3,100, well, then yes, you're bullish. But not having that, you've got to give it time for this to happen. And it's important to wait for that. And I know a lot of people don't want to go back and look at these things, but if you go back and look at this period around 2019, I know people are going to say, this time it's different. The four most dangerous words in investing. Just bear with me. When you had price get out of the cloud, momentum as well, you had a situation, let's clear that up, where it stayed below the cloud. And there was some reason people had in here for hope, like when it started getting here. But notice momentum was not out of the cloud yet either. You needed to wait. Again, it's poking its head out, but momentum is not yet out. You needed that confirmation, because if you had taken just price getting out of the cloud here, if you'd gotten excited and tried to buy in, well, no, that kept you safe because there's a lot more pain left to come. You had to wait until it got out of the cloud with momentum at the same time, and then you were good to play the bull run. I know being patient doesn't appeal to a lot of people, but you can throw away your money away. It's your money. But I implore you to be patient. Why I do this is to save people money, because this is pain that I've endured. It's things that I've learned the hard way, trying to save you some time. But hopefully by seeing this and some actual examples, you too can keep yourself out of a downtrend like this. So that's how I want people to look at Ichimoku on the basic level for using it for trend analysis. This is key. This is the primary function of Ichimoku, is to, at a glance, show you if a product of an instrument is trending or not. And just taking price above or below the cloud is not good enough. You need to wait until momentum gets out as well. And that's going to save you a lot of headache. And come on, if you caught it when this happened, did you really give up that much movement as opposed to getting it down here? Let's see, if we're super, super smart and we somehow managed to catch the bottom, we maybe gave up about 31%. But it's crypto, and just waiting and being patient will give us a good 71%. Where did it go from? That was 2020. Where did it go from there? Oops. We need to be patient, did we? That sucked. You mean crypto can go down? Nobody told me that before I got into it. Man. I wish somebody would show people the potential of crypto to go down almost 85% top to bottom. Anyway,